Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Kyle Richards and Dorit Kemsley make a stunning declaration on PK and Mauricio partying together. Kyle Richards and Dorit Kemsley reacted to their respective exes Mauricio Umansky and PK Kemsley's Miami meetup with Summer House's Kyle Cook. Though Kyle Richards and Dorit Kemsley had their ups and downs throughout the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 14, there's one thing they're in lockstep on: their feelings about Mauricio Umansky and Paul PK Kemsley partying together. During RHOBH Season 14's Reunion Part 3, host Andy Cohen asked if it hurt Kyle to see ex-Mauricio out partying in Aspen, Italy, or wherever amid their separation. She didn't hesitate in responding with a no. "It makes me think that's one of the reasons we're not together, actually. I don't like to go out and party like that," Kyle explained. "So when I see that, I'm like, when we were in our 20s, it was great. 30s too, but now I'm like, I don't want to do that. Like, let our daughters go." In fact, the mom to Farrah Brittany, Alexia Umansky, Portia Umansky, and Sophia Umansky added that she actually likes those little reminders of why her and Mauricio's split was the right decision. When the Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen host asked Dorit if she was surprised to see Mau and PK partying with Summer House's Kyle Cook in Miami Beach last November, she simply replied, "No." Meanwhile, Kathy Hilton entered the chat to offer the tidbit that seeing Mauricio going out to party is something that turns Kyle off. Shortly afterward, Kathy whispered to Erica Jane, "I would be so jealous and hurt. She's not." Even so, Kathy surprised Andy by revealing that she hopes Kyle and Mauricio get back together, both for the kids and because she doesn't like things to change. Though the wives were at odds, in part, due to Kyle texting PK in the wake of his and Dorit's ongoing separation, the two made progress at the reunion, which was filmed on February 28. "You're important enough to me to want to put that aside, to not hold onto it, and to move forward, and to get to a better place, so we can be there to support each other," Kyle told Dorit earlier in Part 2 of the RHOBH Season 14 reunion. "I can see where things would look weird. I understand that, I get that, and I really do apologize for that." Responding that she couldn't ask for anything more, Dorit added that she would love to get together with Kyle one-on-one to hash things out privately. After Kyle, who also revealed that she hadn't texted PK since October 2024, insisted, "I do love you a lot," Dorit replied, "Well, that makes me happy." While Kyle and Dorit work on repairing their relationship, their exes remain as close as ever as they navigate their respective marital splits. "We were friends anyway. It wasn't about the fact that we're both separated," PK explained of his and Mauricio's bond to Us Weekly in March. "We were close anyway. The fact that we're going through this together is obviously very helpful for us. We can share because not everybody understands it, and it's a little bit difficult when it's played out so publicly." Find out which other dear friend PK is leaning on amid his and Dorit's split here. Beverly Hills just got a whole lot buzzier, and no, it's not because of the rosé. In a turn of events that has Bravo fans raising their crystal-stemmed glasses in shocked solidarity, Kyle Richards and Dorit Kemsley have dropped a verbal bombshell. PK and Mauricio have been partying together, and not just at family barbecues or quiet dinners in the hills. We're talking late night, full throttle, where are they now? Style antics that would make even a seasoned housewife clutch her pearls. The declaration came during a joint interview the duo did while promoting an upcoming gala benefiting mental health, a cause both women are passionate about. But when asked about recent rumors swirling on social media regarding the husband's increasingly visible bromance, Kyle didn't hesitate to spill the tea, and Dorit was right there to top it off with lemon and honey. Kyle began with a sly smile and one perfectly arched brow. It's funny. Everyone's always so focused on what we're doing, who we're seen with, who we're not. But no one's been paying attention to PK and Mo. Dorit, perched beside her in head-to-toe Balmain, and an expression that screamed I have information you want, nodded slowly. Let's just say, the boys have been out more than we have lately. At first, the revelation seemed innocent enough. After all, PK and Mauricio have been friends for years, having met through their wives' tight-knit circle, and eventually forming a bromance that Bravo cameras occasionally captured in brief, beer-sipping moments. But this, according to Kyle and Dorit, has gone well beyond their own little party circuit now. Dorit revealed, twirling a strand of her icy blonde bob. It's dinners at Craig's, private poker nights in Malibu, random meetings in Vegas that last until 3 a.m. and we're like, when did this happen? The women shared a laugh, but it was clear there was something else brewing beneath the giggles and goosey. Kyle, usually the more diplomatic of the two, looked momentarily reflective before adding, it's interesting because, for a while, everything between us, me and Mo, and Dorit and PK, has been under such scrutiny. But we've realized something. The boys might be the real mystery here. She paused dramatically, as housewives often do when about to make a statement that will end up memed by Tuesday. There's a whole other show going on, and it's not filmed. The Mysterious Boys Club. Sources close to the husbands confirm that PK and Mauricio have indeed been spending significant time together, often without their wives. From boat parties in Marina del Rey to late-night hangs at Soho House, the pair have been seen in the company of young entrepreneurs, music industry friends, and occasionally random crypto guys. They're like a mini entourage, one anonymous insider said, but with less hair and more tequila. So what's the motive behind this sudden social surge? Kyle has a theory. They're reinventing themselves, she said. Mauricio has the agency, which has gone global now, and PK's been dabbling in entertainment projects and music again. It's like they've rediscovered their single guy selves, minus the single part. Hopefully. That final word, hopefully, was not lost on viewers or fans. Given the turbulence in both marriages over the past year, Kyle and Mauricio's separation, Dorit and PK's rumored tension, the husband's newfound nightlife alignment raises eyebrows and questions alike. Dorit drops a bomb of her own. In a moment of surprising candor, Dorit offered her own perspective. Look, I adore PK, but I think men sometimes need to figure things out their own way. And if that means he has to lose at poker to Mauricio every Thursday, fine. Just don't come home acting like you're James Bond. Then, with a knowing glance toward Kyle, she added, let's just say they think we're the dramatic ones. But if cameras followed them around for a week, Beverly Hills would be shook. Cue the Bravo theme music. A bromance with boundaries? The conversation then shifted to how the wives are handling this unexpected bromance. Are they concerned? Supportive? A little bit jealous? I think at first, I was a little confused, Kyle admitted. Like, why is my husband texting PK at midnight, asking if he's up for a quick drink? That's what I used to do with Lisa Vanderpump before we had our fallout. Dorit chimed in, exactly. I'm like, are you going to a bar, or are you planning a boy band reunion tour? Despite their playful tone, it's clear both women are keeping a watchful eye. As housewives, they know better than anyone that where there's smoke, there's usually a bonfire, and maybe even a secret yacht party or two. The bigger picture, housewives, husbands, and independence. Beyond the gossip, there's something deeper at play. Both Kyle and Dorit have spoken about evolving identities, not just as wives and mothers, but as women navigating their own ambitions, challenges, and new chapters. As their husbands seem to be doing the same, perhaps what's unfolding is less about partying and more about personal transformation. There was a time, Kyle said, when all of us were constantly together, the couples, the group, but life shifts, friendships shift, And maybe the guys are leaning on each other in ways we never anticipated. Maybe they need it, Dorit added, just like we do. Our wine nights and heart-to-hearts, that's their version, just with more cigars and overpriced scotch. Fans react. Naturally, the fandom is split. Some are loving the idea of PK and Mauricio being the unexpected it boys of Beverly Hills, while others are side-eyeing their antics and speculating about what's really going on behind the velvet ropes. Twitter/X exploded with reactions. PK and Mo need their own spin-off. Call it Real Husbands of Beverly Hills, Midlife Crisis Edition. Kyle and Dorit, subtly throwing shade while laughing together is peak housewife synergy. I feel like Mauricio and PK are either starting a secret tequila brand or a tech startup no one asked for. What's next? Whether it's playful posturing or a sign of deeper dynamics at play, one thing is certain, Kyle and Dorit just turned the tables and the spotlight onto the husbands. In doing so, they've reminded everyone that the world of Beverly Hills is full of surprises, secrets, and yes, stunning declarations. We've always been open books, Kyle said as the interview wrapped. Now it's their turn.